This is called Man versus Nature. I should have written this 10 years ago, while everything was fresh and newly smoldered. But I'd lost writing to the flames. Leave it to man to strike nature with entitlement and control. I was a vulnerable spring, trailing behind a winter of loss and frozen sadness. You felt like a reminder of warm days and blossoms, a promise of hot and sweaty nights, everlasting fun. I was awash with sunlight, blinded by potential, a whirlwind of attention, attraction, desire. I had been convinced that the rains were healthy and responsible for washing away my insecurities, and that any turbulence was a result of lingering cold fronts from my winters before. The destruction that lay before my feet in the end was a result of my unpredictable storms. I prayed too hard for rain. Nature reigns, and man only succumbs to it, a passive participant with no active role. My mistake was underestimating man's tenacity, specifically when tenacity was learned through powerlessness. Man often thinks himself nature when nurture creates an ego of circumstance. You thought yourself a god, all-knowing and all-controlling, born to bend those beneath you to your will. The earth you stood on merely a platform for your conquest, convinced by tools of your own making that all the land would belong to you, and thank you for it. The wind would blow, and thank you for the opportunity to breathe in your presence. That the rain was tears of gratitude for your cup. That fire would pray for your warmth. The irony of it all is that you were born from earth. You were born from earth. A mother so grounded in who she was that she just knew you would be a tree she could be proud of. She carried a seed in rich, cultured soil, rained knowledge and wisdom, lit a fire, produced passion and strength to keep it warm. You were born in nature. In nature. Not for nature. And somehow, after nature grew you herself, you looked down and called it mud. Because nature outside of your circumstance had seasons beyond your upbringing. You found ego like a caveman discovering fire, and swore dirt would never touch you again before you ever considered that getting dirty was natural. And from ego came tools. And from tools came technology. And from technology came control. What if you could control nature? You stumbled upon me, a winter melting, and called me testing grounds for your industrial age, promised me warmth with your words, melted away my sadness, and proclaimed that spring was a product of your interest, your kindness, your guidance, your acceptance. And when I fell for your complacency, you discovered a very fruitful spring. A spring that would give and give and give. Would give you fruit. Would give you flowers. Would give you power. Pleasure, validation, and control. I fed you. Let me say it again. I fed you. I fed you. It's okay, I love you. I actually love you. Pleasure, validation, control. I fed you. I fed you. I fed you. And still you hungered, gluttonous, insatiable. You were ignorant to abundance. You thought it owed to you all at once. Every season needed to give. What of other springs? Different scents, intriguing colors, flavored nectars. What of other summers? New scenery, opportunity, and adventure. What autumns could provide you cozy comforts and cool fronts? What winters could provide you new and malleable springs? Every season was for your harvest, and harvest you would. And harvest you did. You discovered new seasons everywhere while building a biome around me made of my own thorns and shortcomings dressed as challenges I should be grateful to overcome. You fertilized me with lies when you found other soil to spoil. Bullshit. I froze all over again. Like the winter you found me in. You're never there for winter onset. As I froze, another thawed, and all you saw was the next one's fruitful spring. She was a spring trailing behind a winter of deficiency, a void you knew you could farm. Your testing ground no longer carried energy, lacked color, lost its abundance. A heartless winter. Useless. Relinquished.
Come on, girl.
Sorry. Everybody breathe in, breathe out, right? Okay.